Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. Have you ever had a situation where your best laid plans, what do they say? I won't even say it. They just don't go as planned.
Why did I know where you were going
What-
with this? And instantly,
And then she was like,
I thought
yes.
about a
She's
situation
like, yes,
that
yes.
I was just in.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Tell me more. Tell us
yes.
more.
Woo. So I'm doing the Interlocks Loctician Global Tour. The last stop, I planned it out.
Mm.
We had a lot of people RSVP, lots of people. And then we started to see the cancellations coming in.
Ugh.
A lot of cancellations. Then I looked and I said, there's only one person coming.
Oh,
The emotional roller coaster I went on in
bet.
such a short time period
Mm.
was insane. It was insane.
In that, almost immediately, though, I would say the one person, you serve one person as you would serve hundreds. So that one person who shows up,
Yes.
you can be so grateful for. But yeah, that's a emotional roller coaster for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I
Yep.
will say, and that one person who came, she flew in.
Oh,
She
see.
flew in to be a part of this experience. So that lessened the blow a lot.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like when you kind of look at, the grand scheme of things, it's like, you know what? I got to change my perspective. I can't focus on what did not happen. I can't focus on who's not here. I have to give my 100%, 110% to the person that showed up.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I mean, I was laying it out, the location where we had, as if it were going to be a large
Yeah.
crowd.
And you
And
should, for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
I think everyone wants to start a business and from the very beginning have a huge following,
Oh, yeah,
huge numbers, but you might just start with one person. And
absolutely.
even if you're established, it might be just one
Just one
person,
person.
but that one person gets the same attention and care that you would
Absolutely.
give to the
30.
masses. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think going into business, it's you think it's going to be that way, but realizing it's not always going to be that way and being able to
Mm.
handle it both with how
Emotionally.
emotionally, how you
Absolutely.
reframe the moment.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Reframing for sure. And then really kind of taking a moment to, kind of like analyze, okay, what shifted? What is the reason for this?
mhm,
Sometimes it's just how things fall into place. It's just what it is. But
mhm.
then sometimes there is I feel like there's like code
Yeah.
in that, right? So it's like, let me analyze how did it start from one point and then shift to a completely different? What was lost in translation? So that
Mhm.
was definitely insightful. And then what I've discovered, I was able to actually identify what the culprit
Oh,
was in this
okay.
yes,
That's
in this
good.
situation. And I think a lot of it had to do with individual people did not know what the itinerary was really all about.
I
So a
see.
lot of people didn't take a moment out to just read the complete itinerary because there were different, dynamics of this event. And it wasn't until later on where we were sending out follow-up messages like, hey, make sure you grab your ticket for this experience. It's like, oh, wait, I didn't know that it was this length of time I'm not able to accommodate. So it's like, okay, how can we, my team and I, make modifications so
Mhm.
that doesn't happen in the future,
Right.
so that people have all the information that they need in a
Yeah.
way that they can receive it.
Because sometimes when we're in the middle of something, in the middle of business, we can think that we're being very, very clear
Yes,
in the communication, but it's not being received the way we intend it to be received. So
absolutely.
then we might have those little hiccups,
Yes,
you
yes,
know.
yes,
And
yes.
I know in situations like that, as an entrepreneur, you always want to have your time accounted for,
This
or
is true.
reimbursed in whatever way that is suitable for you for your time.
Hmm.
Did you run into that issue at
Well,
all? Where
it's quite interesting that you bring that up because for this particular event, to sign up for it, there was no fee attached to it
Oh,
for the
okay.
sign up.
All right.
Now, there was a component of our experience that did require a financial contribution for our cooking class experience. But I feel as though when a person has to kind of like open up the wallet, take out the card, people tend to become more, like they're reading more. They want to make sure before I put money on this, am I able to commit to it, especially if there is no refunds at the end of it. So I
Yeah.
think that adding a ticket, a price point to that would have put people in a different mindset. And
Mm,
I think that perhaps the outcome would have looked a little different.
What's that phrase? Probably a sports phrase, skin in the game.
Yeah,
When people put skin in the
exactly.
game,
Is quite
they're willing
different.
to,
Mhm.
yeah, they'll show up differently.
They'll show up differently,
Yeah,
it's just I feel like it's just human nature. Like, I don't take anything from the experience. I think that everything happens for a reason.
for sure.
But from that, I always like to, if things did not work out according to my plan, it's like what went wrong.
Yeah.
And then let's comb through that and say, like for me, it's like, okay, there's a way that we can ensure that this doesn't happen again. Or at least for me, I look at it like this. I look at it as there being a gap in the system.
Mm,
And now we have to patch so that potentially this same type of situation
mm,
doesn't happen again, or at least a reason won't be because of this.
yeah.
So,
This is so valuable too because, people who are watching, many people are
mhm,
probably aspiring to be
mhm.
entrepreneurs. And I know in the beginning phases, you are afraid, I think we shared this before, afraid to assign value to your time, your services and everything like that. But it's good practice to, from the very beginning, calculate
Yes.
what your time is worth, what your products are worth, your materials, all of those factors going into whatever it is you're offering or what
Hmm.
you're about to offer, so that when you have an event, when you're selling things, you're getting reimbursed
Upfront.
upfront,
Upfront.
you know?
Not like I did further into the process, more upfront. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's always something that can be learned along your journey. This is, some may say this is a rookie mistake. Like that, I feel like,
But that's the value of, like, being on this podcast, to have people
yes,
who have gone through different experiences as entrepreneurs, and you're starting out, that you can learn from our experiences
absolutely.
and be able to mitigate it and
Yes.
avoid, the not, I don't want to say pitfall. It's
Yes.
just a learning experience. And
Exactly.
we all have them no matter where you are in a process, in
Absolutely.
any process, but business in particular. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the important thing too, is just reframing things or finding that way to
Yes.
manage the stress that you might feel in
Absolutely.
those moments. Did
Absolutely.
you have to do a couple of meditation
Woosahs.
woosahs, like a little woosah?
Woosahs. I did. I
Yeah.
did because, I am human like everyone else, right?
Mhm.
And for me, it hits the ego at
Mhm.
first when your plan doesn't really work out according to your plan. The ego can take a little bruising. So for me, I do this thing where I stop,
Mhm.
I breathe, and me stopping and breathing, I'm able to kind of take a step back. That's the thing, right? So I'm taking a step from the situation that right now I'm in this situation, but now I'm going to remove myself from the situation, and now I'm just going to breathe, become more mindful and analyze
Yeah.
and really express gratitude for what is.
Mhm.
And to remind myself, because sometimes I do need reminders. In that particular time I needed a reminder, so I reminded myself, like, you know what, everything happens for your highest good. Everything, it's happening for a reason. It's not, a loss. There's not a failure. Everything's happening for a reason, and I use those as lessons for myself. And also the perspective, I changed my perspective. I know that I'm being guided a particular way. When
Yeah.
things do not work out according to plan, I'm like, okay, I'm being guided in a particular way, and I need to be mindful of this experience so
Mm.
that I can begin my patchwork and learning from that situation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So me reframe, breathe. Sometimes it can take more
Yeah.
breath work for myself, but yes.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, it's when everything's don't go as planned, definitely having to pause for a minute
Yes.
and remove myself as much as I can from the situation
Hmm.
and put on a completely different hat. Okay, instead of
Yes.
being the creator or the entrepreneur, just be the bystander.
Yes.
What would someone who's not invested in this process
Hmm.
think, or how would
Hmm.
they view it, to get other perspective, and
Yes.
then kind of go back into it refreshed with new mindsets and new approaches and things like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, stepping back, reflecting a little bit.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
those are the biggest things.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Because I realize that you can be very, very, you're in the middle of something. You have created it. You're tied to it. It's very
Yes.
emotional, and so it's hard
Hmm.
to separate yourself, the logical brain, from the emotional
Exactly.
brain.
Exactly. It's
So
true.
yeah, yeah.
And also to remind yourself, I feel like there's always some good. There's always a bright light at the end of the tunnel.
For
There's
sure.
always in the midst of something not working out, there are plenty of things that are working out. Sometimes it's not as obvious. Sometimes it requires you to dig in a
Mhm,
little bit deeper. And for
mhm.
me, I did not have to dig too deep because I was reminded you have someone who is flying. They took time off of
Right.
their schedule, their, work commit, all the other commitments that they had, and they are showing up
Mm,
in this manner. So it's like it lessens the blow. It's like, you know what? And it ended up being an incredible experience.
that's great.
Incredible experience. And I felt as though it would have been different
Mhm,
if it played out differently, but we needed to experience what we experienced that
mhm.
day. And it was amazing.
So we're curious to know, as an aspiring entrepreneur, we're giving you some insight on what you might experience, but what or how do you handle those moments when what you're planning in your current life don't go as planned? Because I think it will be helpful for you to know how you handle it now. So
Yes.
when you go into business, it's going to be a little bit easier for you.
Absolutely.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Fingers, arms, everything.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
And so we're going to have some training, a
We
couple of
are.
lessons inside of Patreon so that you can get a little bit deeper insight into this very topic so that you can be prepared as you take that step from a hobbyist or
Yes.
your passion lover to entrepreneur or CEO. So
Yes.
description in the
And the
in
I was
the
I was
the
gonna say
link
in the
in the
bio.
description, in the bio, link in bio. No,
Maybe,
maybe
depending on
depending on
where
where
it's
we are.
posted,
Link,
depending on where you're
link,
watching this,
link.
just look for the link. Wellness check-in.
Wellness check in.
Oh, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I feel like we
I'm all
need
ears.
wait, I think we need a theme song or tone theme,
Yeah,
sound for it. Dun-dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
I don't know.
A groovy
Something, a
tone or
segue,
so yeah.
into the wellness component of it because wellness is so important to us. So
Yes, yes.
gotta let the people know.
Wellness check-in. So, for me anyway, still things are still the same, salsa
Hmm.
I'm working on my bass guitar, my setup,
Oh,
I should
okay.
say, the
Okay.
setup. I have not
Okay.
practiced yet.
I was like, we're gonna
Um
have our theme song soon.
Soon,
Pump brakes.
soon, soon. Yeah. Wellness check-in for me. I think, for me, I think I shared this last week, just having things like my classes and things
Hmm.
on the schedule just changed my mindset so much that I have so much more energy, even if I haven't gotten yet to do all of the
Okay.
things. So I'm still on track.
Okay.
I'm on
Okay.
track.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still on track. The
Oh.
next things to introduce are my languages again because I realize
Oh,
a life
yes.
that includes or incorporates travel has to have language.
Language.
So,
Yes.
yeah, getting back to my language learning and
Mhm.
brushing up on some existing languages, learning a couple new ones.
Oh, such an inspiration to us all. I need to pick up my language again as well.
How's have you done any
No. I'm like, wait.
She heard the question.
Oh, no. Abort.
Abort mission. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, I do want to pick it up though.
Okay,
Language,
that's
I
good.
do. It's been
Yeah,
some time. It's
yeah.
gonna be interesting to see if I remember,
And
where I left off. Like,
if you don't, it's
it's
okay. It's
okay.
all
Just
right.
start over,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Reset. All
Yeah.
about resetting.
Even if it's just 5 minutes a day.
Exactly, exactly. And I was doing that. I definitely need to do it, especially when driving. That's when I would really get it in,
Yeah.
is when I would be commuting, just,
Mhm.
press play, work on my language. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I do miss it. I do
Mhm.
miss it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of the other component when it comes to wellness, I have been struggling this week, to
Uh-oh.
be completely transparent.
Mhm.
My sleep has been off,
Um,
and I feel as though I probably should have a sleep study test, or
oh, it's that
I,
bad.
I think so because I've
Oh.
been waking up feeling really like, I can take a nap again. And I've been doing that. So I guess a good thing is I am getting more naps in.
Yeah.
But it's to the point where I'm getting a lot, or I want to sleep a lot more, like 2 naps a day. That's not normal.
Do you So I can only speak for myself. I know when I have
Yes.
a lot of things on my mind,
Yes.
my sleep is impacted. Do you think you have a lot of things on your mind?
I don't think that's it because
No.
usually now I will say I've been going to bed later in the day because I've had a lot of commitments that I needed to honor.
Mm,
So it brought me much later into the evening.
okay.
So it's kind of like at that point I'm doing a brain dump, if you will. So I'm
Mm,
going to bed where I don't have the weight of the world on me or this, that I didn't complete. I don't have that. So I that's why I feel as though
hmm.
it might be tight and I snore. So I think I might
Oh,
actually may need the CPAP
maybe
machine.
like sleep. Ah, I can't talk. Sleep
I think
apnea.
so. I think
Yeah.
so. I
Okay.
really think so. And again, so that's something that I've been struggling with. So I need to schedule an appointment just so I can have that test, this proper testing done.
I know. Well, I'm not wearing it today, but I have
Mhm.
Whoop.
Okay.
Do you have other
Yes.
devices like that? Because that will actually track your sleeping. Tells you how much REM sleep you're
Yes.
getting and things like that. So you
Yes.
can see
Yes.
either how many times you're awake during the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you have something like that, you could wear that
I could, and
in the
I have the Whoop. I just have to
okay.
find where is it.
Where is the Whoop?
Yes, where is the
Where is
Whoop?
it? Charge
Where
the
is it?
Whoop.
Yeah, charge it. Yes, and put it on.
I feel
So
like we
that's
should
the
start a Whoop challenge.
you know that would be fun. Oh,
Mm,
let's do
Whoop
it.
challenge.
You know I'm good.
Me
I love me a challenge.
because we can get you to
Yes.
join us in some sort of a challenge, or both movement, fitness,
Yeah, sleep.
sleep.
I like that. Let's do it.
All right,
Oh, we're doing it.
we're
We're
doing
doing
it.
it. We're gonna
It's
give
a
you all the details and Patreon, right? Or do you, yeah, I think we
I
should
think a public.
public.
I think public. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
thank her, because I would say Patreon. Thank her. If you are not a part of our Patreon, thank her. Because I would say, nope, you gotta come over here to gain access. I'm the tough one.
Subject to change. Details coming soon.
For this challenge. Next one, and no
Because in the end,
promises.
we are a business.
I love it. No, I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it. We're gonna do
We're gonna
it.
make it
We're gonna do
happen.
it.
We can
Absolutely.
end the year strong.
That's it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
It's a deal. Done deal. So I feel really good this week in
You
terms of
do.
business. Yes. Not that I feel poorly in any other week,
Okay.
but in terms of organization, I got a lot of things organized this week. Spent a
Mhm.
good chunk of time yesterday in a Google spreadsheet creating different tabs for the entire um, business,
Yes.
so you can see everything in one snapshot. And something, it seems simple, but it's a huge thing to have that one location to find everything and understand very quickly, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what's coming up, uh, these are the links, whatever it is. So that's a win,
It is.
because it
Because it makes it a lot
makes it a lot
easier.
easier.
It does.
All the juggling in the brain. Okay, is it a
Yes.
Google Sheet? Is it a document? Is it in a text? Is it here? Is it there? No, no, it's in
Yes.
one spot, all the information. So that was a huge thing. It's a win. That's my win for the week.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like.
And also, yeah, that's the biggest
That's
one.
a big, so do you
Yeah.
feel lighter?
I feel lighter.
Okay.
And it's just,
Uh-huh.
again, it's just less mental energy that's being
Mhm.
expended to find information.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
win. In terms of like the podcast. And
Uh-huh.
then in my business, there's some things on the horizon in terms
Okay.
of being able to potentially get on a podcast as an interview to be,
Yes.
as a health coach. So I'm excited about that as
Yes.
well. So did I not share? I think I did. Yeah.
No.
Wow. Okay. Well,
What?
anyway, my other one is that I don't know when. I don't
Okay.
know when it's going to happen, but I have the possibility of getting onto a podcast to be interviewed. But from the perspective, not so much about the podcast, but I
Yes,
think I
yes,
would always
yes.
kind of bring up the
Yeah, yes,
podcast because
yes.
this is
So
part of what I
why
do.
not?
But yeah.
What?
Mhm.
We gotta do the clappers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the
I love it.
two wins this week.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it.
How about you? Your wins?
Yes, my wins. I will say I am getting ready to launch cohort 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, yes,
what?
yes. Launching
Mm.
tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow is going to be our first class of our 5-week speed program.
All 4?
All
Or 4?
4. Different times of the day. Different times of
Wow.
the day, yes.
Mm.
And the turnout, absolutely incredible. Folks are wanting to work on their speed in regards to the different techniques. So, but the part that I'm really excited about
Mhm.
is that I have over the course of the journey, I have been refining and creating better systems with
Mhm.
each class, so it's becoming a bit more streamlined, and I'm able to
Mhm.
gather a lot more data up front that I
Yeah.
have not been able to gather before.
Mhm.
So, which is going to be a game changer. So, that for me is a huge win.
Nice. As
And
you
uh huh.
as you say that, I'm like, you know,
Yes.
I finished my, updated my intake form for my business consulting and my product map development. So
Y'all know why I'm clapping. That's why. I'm like, Cheryl, come on now. Can we expedite this process? Because I'm going to be one of your first. Yes, I'm excited
outside
about
of,
it.
well, yeah, like I've done them
Yes,
before,
you have. Yes, you
but
have.
um,
At this phase. Like
right,
this right now, right
right now,
now,
right
right
now.
now.
I
Yes.
don't even know if we've ever really shared with
Hmm.
the audience what we actually do.
Oh, because I we just be I
We're just
just
talking like,
assume
yeah,
and
just
like, y'all
assume.
know. There you're right.
Like we we wear multiple hats.
Yes.
We've had conversations over the years about entrepreneurship because of the fact that we are multi-passionate and we can see
Yes.
the connection between so many different things. I, in business, way back in the beginning, happened to have been perfume oils and because I love fragrances, but in the more recent years, over the past 10 plus years, no more than that.
Mm-hmm.
My LLC was formed back in 2000 something,
Uh-huh.
right? So health coach, fitness instructor. So basically, health coaching and wellness world,
Yes.
helping individuals, women specifically, create and sustain healthy lifestyle habits, but also a corporate consultant, business consultant, where I help businesses, primarily wellness businesses, but all
Mm-hmm.
businesses, small businesses, um, I identify the gaps in their businesses and create customer product maps for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I do. And you've
Yes.
heard Aymanie mention interlock, so
Yes.
please
Yes.
let everyone know, like,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
dun, dun, dun.
So I am a loctician and I specialize in interlocking technique that is done to the hair. Essentially what I have and what she will have soon. Knocking
She's
down the
been
mic.
trying for a long time.
I have
My mind is slightly opened.
slightly,
It's getting
we
there.
gotta work on that a little bit more, just a little bit more. So yes, so I am a loctician, and I have also invented the world's first stainless steel, patented stainless steel locking tool. Whoop whoop. That is being used by locticians globally. And within that space, I do work with locticians on a deeper level where I am helping them to refine their techniques so that they can maximize on speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we both share uh, businesses in the travel space,
Space. Yes.
which is how we both for this podcast are incorporating travel experiences. So when you're on Patreon or in Patreon, you can experience these trips with us as we
Yes.
travel internationally, domestically, and
Mm-hmm.
have wellness, business sorts of retreats. It's how
Yes.
Aymanie leverages travel in her business
Yes.
with her global tours and things like that. And then for my community, same incorporating travel to have those experiences that are wellness based. So,
Yes.
yeah, we speak from the experience and the knowledge that we have. So, we definitely want
Exactly.
you to thrive with what we
Absolutely.
have and share what we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. So that's
Mhm.
who we are, what we do,
Yes.
some of the things we do.
Some
More to come, I'm
more
sure.
to come. More to come. But I think it's
Yes.
question of the week.
I think so. I think it is.
If your phone had a most embarrassing photo alert, what would it be warning us about? A most embarrassing photo. Well, I don't take embarrassing photos, like, and if
I
I
would not
do, they are
compromise myself.
deleted.
Thank you.
Delete, and then they go to the other delete section and
Yeah.
delete
And then
again.
delete again.
Yeah. I mean, embarrassing would be probably when I first got Chester,
Okay.
being a cat mom, like,
Okay.
"Oh, look at Chester." That's embarrassing approach, but not embarrassing photo. Like, I don't have
Yeah.
an embarrassing photo.
So I would say for me, the embarrassing photo would be, or video would be something my husband sent me where he recorded me sleeping and snoring. And it reminds me uh, to not sleep with my husband. No, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It reminds me of something. I got to get, yeah, yeah. Uh huh.
Shall I edit that out or keep it
You
in?
know, I'm thinking about it. No, we're gonna let the world know. Yes, I snore. Okay. If we ever go somewhere and I'm like, I get my own room, you know why? Because I snore. And yes, I do have some. Like he thought it was just so funny just to capture a video of me snoring. Um, mm-hmm.
Now going back to what your sleep apnea or potential,
See?
I'm thinking maybe, yeah, it'd be good
Yes.
to, because if you're snoring like that, where he's
Yes.
recording you
Yeah.
and you wake up tired, it would be good to
Yes.
get, only because if you do have sleep apnea, you don't want to have to, you don't want to tax your heart
That
more
is
than you need
true.
to,
That is true.
you know.
That
But
is
yeah,
true.
yep.
Yep. So it all ties together. So,
Hmm.
mm-hmm. You know, it reminds me that I need to schedule an appointment. That's what it
Oh.
reminds me. I have to schedule an appointment.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right, next week accountability. Like, okay, hey, how many?
Oh, wow, not really. Let me keep it to you real quick. Just
Like,
I want to have a good report.
how's that language learning and how's that appointment scheduling?
Hi Siri, remind me tomorrow at noon to schedule an appointment for my sleep situation. Okay. There we go.
Reminder set.
Reminder set.
All right.
All right, we good to go.
We'll be checking in next week.
Absolutely.
We want to hear from you. What are your wellness check-ins that you have for us? How are you doing with your wellness, your movement, things
Yes.
like that? And we want to know where you are in your business journey. I know that you are looking to monetize your skill, your hobby, or whatever it is, but how can we help you? So post your questions in the comments or come over to Patreon and let us help you over there. Link in the description of this video.
I was saying bio in my head.
The link, the bio, the profile, it's somewhere around this video,
Somewhere around.
wherever you see
You
it.
know where to find
You
us.
know where to find us. Well, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.